Hi folks, Bob Dale for Southern Remarketing in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell lots and lots of things, folks. One of the things we've sold so many of in the past few years is used diesel four-wheel drive trucks. So I always say our customers like them, Dan likes them, are such bargains, and we just sell a lot of them. One of the trucks that we have the hardest trouble finding is a truck that's worth the money, and by that I mean that anyone can afford to buy. It's not a $20,000 truck or a $30,000 truck, just a good, solid, good-looking, dependable truck. That's what we're going to list today. This is a 2004 Ford F250 turbo diesel four-wheel drive Lariat, folks. It's only got 190,000 miles on it. It's been deleted. Everything, that's all taken care of. It has had fresh injectors put in it.
We did the injectors.
Yeah, it is a nice truck, sitting on a good set of tires. Dan's gonna give you a ride and drive. It's a nice truck. If you have a hunting camp, pull your boat, or just a truck to have around the house, the farm, or a daily driver, or a work site, that you don't want to spend $30,000, $40,000 for a truck, this truck fits the bill perfectly. It'll do a day's work. And it's a good looking truck. It's got about a 3-inch lift kit on it.
It's a 2-inch leveling kit.
Leveling kit, sitting on a matching set of Cooper Discover tires. You can see under here there's no rust, any of that. People are always quizzing us about it because our customers come from all up in the country. The leather is beautiful, folks. It's got one little spot in the headliner you can see there.
And it's not a smoke hole or nothing.
No,
it's just
carpets are beautiful. See the seat moving back. A nicely equipped, heavily equipped truck. Carpets are beautiful. The leather's good. You can see your Lariat emblems here.
It's got 373 limited slip differentials. No rust, no dirt.
No, and it's not been in a farm truck, work site, or any of that. We can't get that. Our boys can't anyway. You can look back here, see how clean it is in the back.
Sliding rear window. It's just got a little tiny hole, I guess, where they had
somebody had
DVD player or something.
Yeah. See here? Look up under here how clean it is. No rust issues, any of that. Bed liners in it.
It has a turnover ball underneath there, but apparently they didn't use it much because they didn't cut a hole out for it in the bed liner.
You can cut that hole out in about 3 minutes if you ever need that.
And it's a B&W setup. It's expensive.
It's an expensive ball, so if you ever need it, it's there. You don't have to run and spend $1,500 to get it done. Look down the side how clean this truck is. It's hard to find 2004s like this, folks.
It's got the extra leaf heavy duty suspension package.
You can find 7s, and you can find late model trucks that people want a small foreign price for, but finding one like this is just, it's hard for us to do. And that's what everybody asks us for. I don't need a $15,000, I don't need a $20,000 truck. Just find me a good truck. Well, here it is, folks.
It's got this tray on both sides. You can flip down, give you a flat floor for hauling stuff.
Or you can make a heck of a waffle.
Yeah, never thought about that.
Yeah, power on both sides. This is a heavily equipped truck, folks. You can look in here, it's not dirty. Let me look at these carpets first. They're beautiful.
Probably a good idea.
Carpets are perfect. You can see here, we're not hiding anything, folks. This is a good, solid truck.
No cracks in the dash.
No. Headliner, I mean, it all looks beautiful up here. Is that the display, the temperature?
Got the overhead console, yeah. Got the
I love that.
compass, thermometer. These mirrors, you can pull them out for towing, slide them back in. Those are LED turn signals.
Look up here in the front. I'm telling you, folks, if you just need a good truck, this is it. Look around, see what they cost. Call your local dealer. Look on eBay and then check see. You'll see how hard it is to find one of these trucks that's worth the money. A turbo diesel Lariat with good miles on it and good tires and all that, four-wheel drive, they're hard to find. that doesn't that people don't want to bust your college account for your grandkids. It's a good-looking truck. How you gonna just sell it with a low reserve?
No reserve.
No reserve. Dan said he's gonna sell it with no reserve, so someone's gonna own it. Now, let me tell you, folks, if you have a question about this truck, if you have a question, give us a call. Give Dan a call, 601-720-2857. If you want to know what it takes to buy it, once again, give him a call. He's got a figure that'll buy it, and you'll be surprised. 601-720-2857. To digress a moment, we're internet sellers. We've been doing this for 15 years, folks, and for the first few years we was in business, when someone bid off a truck or a motor home or a sports car or whatever, we got a check, they came, got it, and paid. There was never an issue. Lately, that's not so. Probably 60-70% of our sales end with deadbeat bidders. That's people we never hear from, people who won't respond. So please, we want you to bid on our truck. We want you to buy it. But if you can't buy it, if you're not going to buy it, if you're not going to pay us, please leave it alone, because it's routine, folks. We sell a truck for $10,000, or I'm just picking a figure. We sell a truck for $10,000. We get some po-head somewhere. We never hear from him. We run it again. Guess what? It brings 7. You can't, you know, because people go, oh, what was wrong with it? Oh, Johnny Schmuckhead there bid it off, and now here it is. So please, be honorable. We try to be. We sell a good truck at a fair price. If you're not going to buy it, don't bid, please. All that said, I mean, I don't know what more you could want for the money, folks. A no reserve auction, a 2004 Ford F250 Lariat turbo diesel 4-wheel drive, sitting on a pretty good set of tires, injectors, fresh injectors in it. No rust issues, no nothing. 4-wheel drive's good. Dan's gonna give you a ride and drive on the truck. It's gonna be a great bargain and a great buy for the money, folks. So if you just need an everyday driver you don't need to spend a lot of money for, if you got a boat, hunting, whatever, this truck will do, folks. Thank you so much for watching our video. We do appreciate it so much. Happy New Year to all of our customers around the world. We look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hey folks, Dan Dell here. We've been listening to us talk about this truck. Now we're going to take you on a test drive, but first I want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, this is just how it come into us. We don't scrub and clean under hood. So what that tells you is it's got a little bit of dirt, but the main thing is it hasn't been off getting sunk in mud holes and everything, which is always a good thing. See the tag on the radiator, it's been replaced. The alternator's been replaced at some point. The main thing I want to show you though, you can see no blow-by, which you can't see blow-by because people confuse smoke with blow-by. Smoke is not blow-by, and smoke's not really a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is I can set the oil fill cap down on the filler tube and it doesn't blow off. If it blows off, that means you have blow-by, which is cylinder compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily a big deal, but it's just a sign of wear, and this one doesn't have any, so just showing you that. Now we'll hop in, take it down the road. I'm going to buckle the seat belt so it doesn't beep at me. Turn this radio down, but you can see that it works. Turn the air on because, believe it or not, it is in the upper 70s today here in Jackson, Mississippi. So, Merry Christmas. Turn on the AC. You can see the power mirrors work. We've been scrubbing on them, so they got a little tweak, but move that one over a little further. But they work. Don't know of anything in this truck that doesn't work other than that little computer in the overhead console. You see it's got two, there's your garage door opener thing, place for your sunglasses, and that'll give you your compass and thermometer and fuel economy and distance to empty when it works, which when we get them in they never work. And fortunately, there's a guy on eBay that for about, I think he charges $18, you can take it out and send it to him and he'll fix it. So we don't have time to do all that, so it's easy for us to just point it out and let you go on. But you'll have to excuse the shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may look a little shaky, rest assured the truck drives great, has a good ride and drive. Another thing you can take away from all these bumps we're hitting is that the truck's tight. It's not squeaking and banging and rattling and any of that. It's got a Pioneer AM/FM stereo. The windshield's good, except I've got two little rock pecks, one right there and one right there. Can't really see them, they're just tiny little pecks. You could probably get that repair done on them and make them disappear, but just wanted to point it out. Now you can see no warning lights lit on the dash. I'll come back to that in a minute. It does have the automatic headlights. We'll turn them on. Got fog lights, power mirrors, windows locks, tilt cruise. The air conditioner, yes, it is ice cold. Pretty much a requirement down here, and the first thing we check right after blow by, so I guess that makes it the second thing, but AC is very important. This truck runs and drives just like it should. I can get on it, takes right off, and the reason I know it takes right off well is because we have done the injectors on it. Had a bad injector, so we went ahead and pulled it all apart, did that. So starts right up hot or cold, doesn't miss or anything when it's cold. And you know, whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Ford diesel run cold, because if it's got a bad injector or a ficum or something, it may run perfect when it's warmed up, but the next day you get home and crank it up in the morning and you may think it's about to blow up. It'll be running so bad, and then once it warms up it's fine. Well, that's an injector going out. So not a case with this truck because we've done the injector, so no worries there. I also had the EGR deleted. That's been deleted. It was already done when we got it, so that just saved us the trouble of doing it. And no 6.0 issues, which, you know, once you deleted the EGR cooler, that's the main thing. You hear a lot of people say, oh, you got to stud them, you got to bulletproof them. Well, that's just wrong. That comes from all these guys trying to tell you you need to spend $4 or $5 grand, which is just a waste of money, because once you delete the EGR cooler, then the circumstances that lead to a blown head gasket are gone, because it's leaking EGR coolers, getting water into the cylinders is what gave these things a reputation for blowing head gaskets. And people saying, oh, you got to stud them. Well, you don't. As long as EGR is deleted, you're fine, because that's what leads to it. The only other thing that can give you problems is if you want to put a tuner on it and you crank the horsepower up over about 100 extra horsepower, then yeah, well, no kidding, you're going to have problems. So leave it stock 325 is good, or put a little tow tune in it, 40, 80 horsepower, something like that. Give it a little extra pep, but nothing to stress it out, and it'll run forever. But all you got to do, you got to keep these trucks serviced. You got to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You got to change the fuel filters every other oil change, and about once a month crawl underneath and let a little drain the water separator for a few seconds. Now, it's got a light, it'll tell you if you got water and fuel, but just to be safe, about once a month, go in there and let a little run out, just to make sure there's not any kind of moisture whatsoever in there. But you do that, this truck can run forever. But if you don't, you'll have problems. It doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't pull or vibrate when you hit the brakes. All that's good. Got a nice 2-inch leveling kit that gives it the right stance. Leather seats are in great shape, not torn or chewed up or anything. Trying to think of anything else to nitpick, and I don't really know of anything. This truck's rust free. If you want to fly in, drive it home, you can. We'll pick you up at the airport, no extra charge. We'll bring you back to our place here in Mississippi. and do all the paperwork and feedback and stuff, let you get on the road. I'm going, well, I'm not going to say exactly how fast I'm going right now, but it's plenty fast, and there's no issues. It doesn't buzz or vibrate or make any weird noises. I would not hesitate to drive this truck anywhere. But on the other hand, we know most of our customers seem to come from up north in the Midwest, and they buy from us because, well, first of all, we got great prices, and second of all, our vehicles don't have rust. And that being said, we understand that a lot of you don't have time to fly in and drive one, spend 2 or 3 days on the road driving, which is part of the reason why we do these videos, so you feel better about buying sight unseen. Because don't let the idea of shipping one intimidate you or anything like that, because if you don't want to fool with it, we can now take care of it for you. If you look online at these online shipping quotes, don't let those prices scare you, because on average we can save you anywhere from 25 to 50% off your average quote online, depending on how much of a hurry you're in. And the way we're able to do that is we cut out the middleman. Most of these online guys, they're not really shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out running the roads. They're just brokers, and they're charging you hundreds of dollars and calling a deposit, and then you're paying the driver when he drops the truck off. Well, what you pay the driver is what it really cost, and you just paid somebody hundreds of dollars to post your vehicle on this one site that everybody uses that's not open to the public. Well, we got hooked up with them. We pay their gigantic monthly fee, and we get on there, and what we can do now is post your vehicle for you, and we don't charge a broker fee or commission or anything like that. So we give you the wholesale pricing on shipping. And if you're interested, just shoot me a text or an email with your zip code, and I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping, so you can factor that into your thinking. Or if you live anywhere near Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just holler at me. I'll be glad to discuss it with you. My number is 601-376-9869. Like I said, be glad to go over everything with you, talk about it, talk about the features, and talk about the 6-liter engine and the things that you need to know about them, and what's been done to this truck and all that. I mean, if you bought a truck and said, let me go put injectors in it and delete the EGR, well, you're going to spend $4,000 or $5,000, I promise you that. So that's money you don't have to worry about spending when you buy from us. This truck, no cracks in the dash. Now you can see we've been driving over 10 minutes and there's no warning lights lit. I like to show the dash and the gauges after we've been driving a while, because you know, it's easy to pop a light off and take a picture, but if you've got any underlying issues and they're not resolved, well, that light's going to come back on as soon as you go to driving it. So we like to show it after we've been driving, so you can see that it doesn't have any ABS or airbag or engine lights, none of that. Everything's good. I forgot, cruise works. You can see the little green light came on. It's holding speed. Now I turn it off and go to slow down. So all that's good. All the windows work, locks work. It's got some kind of, those remotes I think are for some kind, it's got some kind of security system. I know it's got a little blinking blue light when the doors are locked. So I'm not going to make any promises about the security system, but I think it's got one. So, like I said, if you have any questions about it, call me. You want to make an offer, call me. My number is 601-376-9869. Be glad to answer any questions you may have. We appreciate you watching the video, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.